Kalagan, ako si Kalagan Fritz, ug kini ang Laagan sa Sugbo. Don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel at Laagan sa Sugbo and click the bell button for notification. Like our official Facebook page at Laagan sa Sugbo. Another pageant episode and another pageant queen na sad ang atong mahinabi karong adlaw. Help me welcome Miss Trans Global Philippines 2022, Miss Cañete, representing the Queen City of the South, Cebu City.
Hello, sir.
Hello, Sway.
Hello, everyone.
Yes, how are you?
I'm good. I'm excited. It's my first interview after, announcing the top 15, so I'm really excited.
Oh, good. So, how was the competition so far, if I may ask?
It's really something to look forward to. It's the first time that this event will be live. For the past 2 years, it's only virtual. So this year, it's better, I would say. And I'm excited to meet the candidates in Manila this May. And I'm really excited throughout the journey as well.
So wala mag face-to-face with the candidates. Mo dyan yung makanindot sa pageant mo. Nanay mga audience, you will meet personally the candidates na dyan. Okay, exactly. Perfect. Now here at Lagan sa Subo, our first segment is the boiling question. But the question is, are you ready?
I think I am.
Good. There are boiling questions in front of us. I want you to pick one and give it to me. Go ahead. Oh. Okay, the long one. Diba? First, agad-agad. All right. Your first boiling question is, as a part of the LGBT community, how would you create a balance between LGBT people and the standards of morality in Christianity in the country?
Wow, that's a tough one. It's really hard to kind of create a balance between being an LGBT member and, the Christian community, because if they would look at trans women or members of the LGBTQ through a lens of a Christian, we would always be morally wrong due to what is written on the Bible, like a man is for a woman is for a man. So it's kind of like meet at par with them. But if there's something I've learned from my Catholic mother, it's to always be kind and be a cheerful giver. And I think that those are the values that Christianity upholds. And if you would, embody that, you would kind of like meet with them. And I think that's the important thing, regardless of what your sexual orientation is, your gender identity. So long as you do good and you do good for the people, I think things would matter.
Yes, absolutely correct. So just be good lang dyan, or be kind. Okay. Yes, no, correct, no. Bisag, I remember also the Pope stated na, who am I to judge? Diba? So if you're just in good to the people, be kind, then everything would be okay.
Exactly.
All right. Now pick your next boiling question. Okay.
This one.
All right. Your next boiling question is, if you're given a chance to crown this night, what will be your first activity or project in your reign?
I believe it's really important to gather data. So if I were to be crowned Miss Trans Global Philippines 2022, I would kind of organize an event wherein we could get to invite trans women from all walks of life and identify what their problems are. And that way we can know what's really the issue that they're facing. And through that, we can generate solutions, and hopefully from there we can start creating relevant actions.
Yes. Now, if you don't mind, I would like to ask, what is your advocacy and why is it important to you?
It's important to me because it's something that I've experienced. As a trans woman, when I came out back when I was 22, I was criticized for not looking feminine enough. People would say that I look too hard, I look too masculine. And that kind of like pushed me to represent people of that genre, or people under that segment, you'd say, because we often see beauty queens that are completely done. Not that there's anything wrong with like surgeries or everything, but through that, people would always expect trans women to look a certain way. And I feel like it's unfair for those people, let's say, who doesn't have the money to go through surgeries, or they don't have the privilege to do that. So I think if we would get to see a representative that embodies that and upholds them and inspires them to be better and to make them feel validated regardless of how they chose to transition, that would make a lot of impact. And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm joining this pageant. It's to bring forth trans women from all walks of life and to remind them that we are different because we are bound to make a difference.
Wow, very well said. All right, now pick your next boiling question.
Oh my God, we're down to 2. Oh my God.
Okay. All right, this one. This is actually connected with the question, but I would still want to ask this. How do you handle criticism?
I cry. Well, I think people know, especially my friends and my sisters, they would know how sensitive I could get with like criticism and backlash. I started like doing online videos when I was 18. I was like, it was pre-transition, so I had like short hair. I would make makeup videos online, and I've gotten hate at that time, but not so much compared to how I'm getting or what I'm getting now. When people knew that I'll be representing Cebu City, I feel like they had like huge expectations as to who will be representing Cebu.
Yes.
And there's a lot of queens in Cebu, especially those who have, you know, underwent a lot of pageants, experiences. This is my first pageant outside college, so it's such a pressure to me. And I wasn't really expecting to get into the top 15 because they had like 100 applicants, and out of those they chose 15 to represent each cities. And I'm really grateful that I got to represent Cebu City. But I feel like through that, people were expecting someone to look perfect for Cebu City, because Cebu City has always been like a home for like queens. Like we have Gazini Ganados, we have Bea and Steffi, and you know, queens that have embodied what is really to be a Cebuana. And those expectations really, you know, made me feel sensitive about how I look like, because sometimes I feel confident, sometimes I don't, but whenever people get to remind me about my insecurities, that's when I feel the lowest. And I handle criticism by like crying, because I feel like it's better than just like keeping it in. If there's something I've learned from my therapist back then, it's to process your emotions. So say for example, you get bullied or you get criticism, you would process it. And then if you cry, then cry, but you'll get back to it rather than keeping it in, and then it piles up. And then when you reach that tipping point, you'll just, you know, break down. And when you do, it's difficult to get back, you know, on track. So I feel like it's important to process it. So that's what I do. Whenever I would get judgment or criticism, I would like get in my room and cry, but I would feel better the next day after knowing that people support me.
Absolutely. Okay. Yes, you are correct. No, I would agree with that, because it would better if imo siya napagawas, like through crying, because if matapon ng guna nimo diri sa imong self, more kag mubuto na, right?
Exactly.
Okay. And also, I just would like to ask, is it pressure ba? Because when you say Cebu City powerhouse,
Yes.
is it pressure on your end?
It is. It's, considering this is my first pageant outside college, and it being a national pageant, it puts such pressure on me, because I need to like do my best, not just best, but like, you know, go beyond that, because I'm representing such an honorable city.
Yes.
And we are known for like our queens.
Correct.
A lot of our trainers are queen makers, and you know, it would be embarrassing if I don't get to perform well. So it is a pressure, but I try my best to improve myself, may it be with my walk, with how I talked, and with how I present myself in general. And I've been working so hard, and I hope people get to appreciate that when I'm on the competition already.
Yes, surely would really appreciate it talaga. Okay, now pick your last but not the least boiling question. Okay.
Thank you.
This is interesting. What is the best way to promote LGBTQ empowerment?
I believe you lead by example. You empower people by being an empowered woman. Once you represent yourself in a way that people can look up to, they can relate to your story, and that would fuel them to be better and to represent themselves better. Empowerment in general, it could be difficult at times, especially if you don't have someone to look up to, or if there's a lot of insecurities boiling inside you. And if you could get to see someone who you feel like you can relate to and is already there, it would push you to like say to yourself, oh, I can do this, because she was able to do it. So we empower people by simply, you know, reaching out to them, as simple as talking to them. I have my platform on TikTok where I talk about things that matter towards the trans community, and through that, trans women from all over the Philippines can relate to it, and they feel empowered because they see someone who is. And that's our gift, I think, as part of the LGBTQ community. We are really, you know, we're strong, and regardless of what the backlash is or the things thrown at us, we always get back up, and we show to them, we prove them wrong, that we're better, and none of our gender identity or orientation defines us as a person. It's what we do that matters.
Yes, very well said. And I would like to say that I'm also a proud and LGBTQ. No? Alright, so mga nagkanindot ito mga boiling question karong adlaw mga kalaagan. But before we continue with our next segment, I would like to thank our sponsor, Templora Dermatologica, because I am Templora Touch. For more inquiries and also for more information about Templora, you may call or text them on the number flash on your screen. Now, for our next segment, we have, let's lighten up, the Fast Talk.
Oh my God.
Alright, are you ready?
I think I should be ready.
Okay, Fast Talk. Island life or city life?
City life.
Movies or series?
Series.
YouTube or Netflix?
YouTube.
Travel or books?
Travel.
Lights off, lights on?
Lights on, can makeup.
Makeup. Okay, beach or mountains?
Beach.
Beauty or brain?
Brain.
Walang tulog o walang kain?
Walang tulog.
Sweet or spicy?
Sweet.
Sunrise or sunset?
Sunset.
Public or private?
Private.
Hot or cold?
Hot.
One piece or two piece?
Two-piece.
Hashtag ng buhay mo.
Hashtag transformation. I've grown a lot since I came out as a trans woman, and the difficult things I've been through made me the woman that I am. And I feel like I would relate to a butterfly, because there were once a cocoon, or there was a caterpillar, then became a cocoon, then became a butterfly. And I feel like I get to spread my wings now. It is my time. Not a lot of people know this, but I did send my application last year for this pageant, and I didn't get in. And this time I did. So it would really proves me that sometimes things don't get into your way, or things don't go as what you planned, but God has prepared you for something better. And I feel like the reason why I didn't get in last year, it's because I was meant to be this year.
Yes.
And I'm really excited and I'm happy, and thank you so much for this opportunity.
And who knows, you may be crowned as the Miss Trans Global Philippines 2022.
I'm hoping and praying for that.
Alright, so now can you please invite our Kalagans to Cebu viewers where we can follow you, your social media platform, and how we can support you for Miss Trans Global Philippines 2022, and who would you like to say thank you? Go ahead.
Hi everyone, I'd like to invite everyone to support me on my journey as I represent Cebu City for Miss Trans Global Philippines 2022. We have a lot of free pageant activities coming this May, but you can start giving your support by liking the official page of Miss Trans Global Philippines on Facebook, if I didn't mention that. You can follow me on my social media accounts on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. All of it is Sway Cañete. And I really need your support during the online votes. It really plays a big role for me to move on to the top 5. So I'm really hoping for your support. Let's bring a Cebuana to the international stage. I'd like to thank people who have made this possible. My friends, my makeup artist for today, Roniel, for making me look so pretty today. My friends and family, and my sponsors. I cannot say their names yet for my designers, but I am gonna say it pretty soon. But thank you so much for trusting me. And for you, sir, thank you for bringing me here and this opportunity.
Thank you. All right. So, mga Kalagano, once again, Miss Trans Global Philippines 2022, representing the Queen City of the South, Cebu City, Sway Cañete.
Thank
you very
sir.
much. Congratulations and good luck on your competition.
Thank you so much.
All right. And also, don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel at Lagan sa Cebu and click the bell button for notification. Like our official Facebook page at Lagan sa Cebu. You may also follow me on my TikTok account, Instagram, and Facebook at Fritz Gerald Alcaraz. And also like the official Facebook page of Templora Dermatologica Cebu. Once again, ako si Kalaagan Fritz. Nagsulti, stay safe, be a responsible Kalaagan, and this is
Lagan sa Cebu.